Okay, the question that we're going to be dealing with today is, let's say you're not sure what day of the Omer it is. I don't know, today's the 19th day of the Omer, 20th day of the Omer, I'm not sure. Can I count that out of doubt? Can I say if it's the 19th day of the Omer, then I'm counting it's the 19th day. If it's the 20th day of the Omer, it's the 20th day of the Omer. We do this in many different areas in halacha. So for instance, a lot of people aren't sure if they should be wearing tefillin on Chol Hamoed. So they put on tefillin on Chol Hamoed, they don't make a bracha, and they say, if I'm supposed to be wearing tefillin today, then I just fulfilled the mitzvah. And if I'm not supposed to be wearing tefillin today, then I just put on these boxes to look good. Okay, that's okay. So our calendar, the way the calendar works in halacha, is that many, many years ago, the Beis Din instituted the calendar, right? It's supposed to be that we're Makadesh the Chodesh by looking at the moon. We say this is it's Rosh Chodesh now. Now the moon is at its place. We have two witnesses. They come to the Sanhedrin in Yerushalayim. They testify that we saw the moon, and then they announce it's Rosh Chodesh. And we know 15 days later, if it's Tishrei, it's going to be Sukkot. If it's Nisan, then 15 days later, we know it's going to be Pesach. Onwards and on. That's how the calendar usually works. And then we instituted a set calendar all the way through. Why is it that then in outside of Israel, they keep a second day of Yom Tov? If we know when the first day of Yom Tov is, we have a calendar and it's set, because it's not that it's a custom, it's not that we're doing, but rather Chazal instituted the obligation to do what our forefathers did. So if you're in America, so if your forefathers had been in America during the time Beis Din, then they would have kept the second day, and that's what we do. Okay, so there's always a doubt. There's institutionalized inside the calendar. There's a doubt as to what day it is. We don't. It's not that we don't know what day it is. We do, because we say that today is the 15th of Nisan. But institutionalized in our halachic process is a doubt. So every single day really is a doubt. So now going back to our question, with that background information and knowing what we know, so the question is, can you count out of a doubt? So the Dvar Avram, who was lived about 150 years ago, said, hold on a second. When you count, you're by definition saying, this is one, this is two, this is three. If you count out of a doubt, that's not a count. So you can't say, maybe it's one, maybe it's two. So you're not counting, you're just saying maybe. So you can't count out of a doubt. His nephew was Rabbi Soloveitchik in New York, and he disagreed. And he said, hold on a second, for years they didn't know what day it was, right? During the time of the Beit HaMikdash, when they used to know what day it was by the fires and messengers going out, they had no idea. They didn't know. It could have been one or the other. So they always counted out of doubt. So he felt you could count out of doubt because that's what they always used to do anyway.